Childhood is meant to be full of imagination, big dreams, bright possibilities, and a sense that anything is possible. But for far too many of our neighbors, hunger interrupts that story. Here in the Low Country, neighbors help neighbors. And in 2026, that calling has never mattered more. This year brought crisis after crisis. A prolonged federal government shutdown delayed wages and services. Pandemic-era nutrition benefits ended. Critical programs like SNAP, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, or TFAP, and child nutrition were cut or reduced. For families already living on the edge, the safety net disappeared.
One of the things that really impresses me about the work that the food bank does is the ability to pivot regardless of what the funding is, regardless of what the natural disaster is. And I've never heard anybody say in the boardroom or in a volunteer or distribution or anywhere that we can't do it. It's always okay. How are we going to do it? How are we going to do it differently to make it work? And everybody can be a part of that solution.
We hear stories, we have people who are in tears because they have a place that they can turn to.
Across our 10 coastal counties, partner agencies like Grace Impact Development Center are seeing neighbors they've never served before.
Even during times when benefits are removed, it's incredible to see how resilient our neighbors are.
As I got older, I could start understanding the money issues. I think she made $16 an hour once, and we couldn't get food stamps. I don't know about you, but 3 boys, herself, and me, that's not gonna go a long way with the house, even around that time.
When you've got a limited income in a household, you have to pay for your rent. You can't pay for 50% of your rent. So when you've paid for that, you've got less and less available to be able to pay for the necessities like food.
So I just got used to the idea of not eating dinner.
Food does more than fill a plate. It fuels growing bodies. It sharpens young minds. It keeps imagination alive.
Children oftentimes are the silent sufferers when it comes to food insecurity.
If I was hungry, I would just think about like, dang, I'm so hungry. Like, I'm hungry. I don't want to listen to my teacher talk.
If you don't know what a family is juggling with, that child bears the brunt of that responsibility. And you may see it in referrals or disciplinary actions, which then hinders their education process.
As a kid, I thought my environment was permanent. I remember thinking, when I get older, I'm probably gonna have a kid and work at McDonald's for the rest of my life. That was my thought in 5th grade.
When we don't have access to food, we can't dream. I mean, we don't have the space and the time to dream about anything other than where's our next meal gonna come from?
When children are nourished, they can focus in school, grow healthier, and dream bigger.
I had a student, she didn't really know what she wanted to do, and so she took some classes here and there. And then she found out about the food pantry. I could see the change in her.
To have a child remark with excitement about being able to choose something that they saw that they wanted. And it was simple, it's one family, it's one child, but when you hear those comments like that, it feeds your heart and it reminds you this is why we do this work.
Because of supporters like you, the Low Country Food Bank continues to meet the moment, delivering food, dignity, and hope through more than 240 partner agencies. But the need is still growing. In 2026, 1 in 5 children in the Low Country faces hunger. Veterans, students, and working families are quietly asking for help. Every number tells a story of a child who can finally focus in class, a parent who sleeps easier, a neighbor reminded they are not alone. This is what your generosity makes possible.
It will mean that our children don't have to worry where the next meal's going to come from. They can switch their minds to dreaming about what the future is for them.
there is no greater resource that we could have. Every dime is essential.
I would love for everybody at the Chef's Feast to go to the food bank and see how much is done.
Your ability to contribute through the resources you're able to give to us enables that child to grow and develop.
This is what it means to nourish dreams. One meal, one child, one possibility at a time. Because hunger doesn't end on its own. Hunger ends with us.